All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz. Well, enjoy him while he's here, folks, because you never know if this will be the last time we see Nate Diaz in the UFC with a fan base really as big as any fighter in the sport. Diaz is back tonight, and we're glad to see him.
Stockton, stand up. This guy has a cult following. He is one of the most interesting guys in the UFC because he has the sense that he really doesn't care to be here, but he also doesn't feel as comfy anywhere but in the octagon. So it's a love-hate relationship with fighting for Nate Diaz. When he's happiest, when he's best, he's fighting in the UFC, a guy that boxes. Unbelievable, but I think it's the attitude of Nate Diaz that has made him into one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen in the octagon.
He had a couple of life-changing paydays against Conor McGregor, the win at UFC 196, the majority decision loss at UFC 202.
Which to this day he says he won, right?
He thinks he won that fight. But one thing goes without saying, and I'll say it anyway, when Nate Diaz fights, the world is watching, and that is the case yet again here tonight. All right, so here he is, the ubiquitous Nick Diaz. It's hard to quantify his contribution to mixed martial arts. I will just lead by saying that this man brought a lot of fans into this sport, and when he fights, buildings still packed to the nines.
Yes, absolutely. Nick Diaz has a fan base that will follow him through anything, and rightfully so. He won the Strikeforce Welterweight Championship, defended it in a ton of crazy fights, knocking out Paul Daly, knocking out Marius Zaromskis, and then coming back to the UFC and getting wins over BJ Penn, fighting George St. Pierre, and then also sharing the octagon with Anderson Silva. So it was only big fights for Nick Diaz because he was such a star and such a draw.
And sometimes people lose sight of just how good he was in his prime. 2008 to 2011, Nick Diaz won 11 consecutive fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 22 wins, 13 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 11 losses, and 2 no contests. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, Nick Diaz!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready. Ready to fight?
All right, folks, fasten your seatbelts. This could end up being a very technical, very entertaining fight. I'm surprised they didn't bring out the gis for this one, champ.
I mean, you would have thought as a jiu-jitsu watcher that you would see these two competitors at a jiu-jitsu competition. But ultimately, they are meeting in the octagon, and you are about to see jiu-jitsu in the UFC like we've never seen before.
Diaz Diaz going for the body kick there, but he misses. No setup whatsoever there.
Left hand punch with the clinch. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Combination lands for him. It was hard to see a miss in that sequence. He's put it all together.
I mean, everything is just flowing. He's like in a zone. It's like the basketball hoop becomes twice its size. This guy today is looking at focus mitts in his opponent. Look at the turnover in that kick.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
And they separate. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Big punch land. Ooh.
Well, now if you're the opponent, that one appeared to stun him.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he lands a huge right hand. Oh, straight right. Oh, nice jab there. He told us on Thursday he wanted to break this dude's nose. That is certainly a step in the right direction.
Mission accomplished. You are battering that nose.
Diaz gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Splits the guard, lands the right hand. Diaz's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Lands a nice straight punch there. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
What do you follow up a great punch like this with? I'm excited to see what happens.
Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Nice punch lands.
Blocks the shot. And he landed the right hand there. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by Diaz. Nice counter right hook there.
What a big time takedown. It's in there deep. There you go. Oh!
Brilliant submission defense there. Bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful.
Oh, you got to watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
And he's out. Closed guard. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Diaz. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
20 seconds to go in round one. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away, try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
Diaz gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Nice 1-2 there. Oh, beautiful jab from Nate Diaz. If he gets that weapon going early, could be trouble.
Yeah, he starts touching you with the jab over and over again, and then when he starts to let that right hand fly, you start to see real big reactions from his opponents. Oh, nice right hand.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Nice punch there.
Oh, that right hand is on point. Just misses with a left hook there. All right, so he continues to use his jab effectively here, DC. He gets that hand to the target pretty quick.
I mean, just right away, blasting the jab after jab after jab. He's a phenomenal boxer with a vast understanding of fighting behind an educated jab.
Diaz's lower jaw is extremely swollen now.
That's a big strike right there.
All right, single collar tie now. Oh, and he counters with a straight left. That landed flush. Oh, an educated jab there. I could watch this dude jab all day.
I mean, he's so light on his feet, and when he pops that jab, it comes right back to his face.
You gotta dig deep here.
Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponent to get any damage off of him by blocking all these attacks.
Single collar tie now. Oh, good sequence there. The right hand followed by the left. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. All right, so he continues to land that patented jab and keeping his opponent at bay.
You can know that it's coming, but until you're in there with him, the speed and the power of that jab is something you can't really prepare for. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Nice connection there by Nate Diaz. Not a guy you want to let get going here on the feet, DC.
No, because it's all downhill with Nate, right? It's the activity that will overwhelm his opponents, and this looks like the start of that.
Strong straight left there.
Oh, he's hurt.
He's got him hurt here. Oh, he might be out. Now the transition to the judo throw right into side control where he will have no shortage of options. All right, side control now. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. The unofficial numbers, 92 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz. And connecting with about a 41% accuracy rate here against Nate Diaz.
Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far after a somewhat lackluster first. Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Whoa!
Both of these gentlemen are putting it on the line.
Oh!
He didn't like that left hand.
Back to the feet.
Oh!
And now he lands a combination. Oh! defensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You know he's gonna come out and look to knock you down again. You know that, okay? Keep your hands up.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Oh, slips to avoid the right. Diaz gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Right hand upstairs. Oh,
he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Trying to stay in this fight. Oh, he might be out. Oh, straight right. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great timing to land that punch.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Oh, uppercut.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand.
He's hurt away. Bad.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle.
Posturing up now.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Diaz's eye is closing up. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Ground and pound strike is true. Just reached the midway point of the fight. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Close guard.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's gonna try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke. Oh, nice. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Not tapping out tonight. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control.
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
An attacking armbar.
Arm has been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position.
He didn't like that left hand.
He's got him right here. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job.
Not there. Whoa! What a round! All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
It's nothing. It's nothing. You've been knocked down before. You can pull this one out like you've done before, okay? All right?
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
Good punch.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Unable to connect with the right hand then. Diaz gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. Oh, well done to block that powerful kick to the body. Oh, single collar tie here.
Oh, he's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh!
Oh! He was hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Back to the feet. Oh! That one snapped the head back. The referee has seen enough. By TKO.
He mercifully stopped the fight. A great stoppage and a great performance by this young man.
Not every day you see a fight end due to a body kick like that.
He used a lot of body work to slow down his opponent. Once his opponent slowed down, he was able to really impose his will on him and get the finish in such a high-profile fight.
So a massive TKO win for him here tonight. He put it all together, near perfect execution, and he gets one of the bigger wins of his UFC career. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Stop in this contest at 1 minute, 32 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, Nate Diaz!
Well, there he is, the man of the hour. And you got to think this dude's going to get a serious Instagram push tonight after the win by TKO.
Oh, he's going to get a massive push because he hurt his opponent and he pressed his foot down in the gas until he got that finish. That was amazing.